on the banks of the Lagan. They went from building great ships that towered above the waves to titanic walls that cast their shadows on homes, schools, hospitals and playgrounds. Belfast has 99 peace lines. First built in 1969 to separate the warring tribes who share the same patch of land in northeast Ireland. For generations, the city was a no-go area, a war zone, a battlefield, and a breeding ground for transgenerational hatred. Against all odds, it has risen from the ashes like a phoenix to reinvent itself. Yet, the walls of shame still stand, a silent echo of the past, a deathly quiet reminder that the side you were born on is the side where you will stay, never to peek between the gaps. So how are these hostile neighbours expected to reconcile their differences after untold decades of bloodshed, pain and conflict? How will these walls ever erode away to memory? Belfast has yet to have its Berlin moment, yet silent and often unseen bulldozers of unity are already chipping away at the mighty divides, one stone at a time. While the bricks and mortars still stand strong, the walls in people's minds and souls are slowly starting to crumble. But how? Some wise young people decided that instead of building divides, that they would build friendships instead.
Guys, two communities are divided by a 50-foot wall with gates in between. The walls closed before 6 o'clock to stop us from accessing each other's communities. This sort of restricts what we can do with each other and the times we can sort of spend with each other. My views on the peace walls are that hopefully in 10-15 years time they're took down and that the communities can engage with each other instead of being separate, as my views are we're all the same, we should be allowed to interact with each other.
The same as Mark. I think the peace walls should be taken down. It just creates hassle for both sides. Stops you getting access in and out from maybe work, training, school. It just creates a big hassle for everyone. Stops us coming together if we wanted to do something. It seems to be just the older generation that want to keep the walls up, because in the past they had trouble. The two sides had trouble, and it's just created for us a problem. For the future coming free. For the future coming free. For the future coming free. For the future. For the future. For the future coming free. For the future. For the future coming free.
So the Lower Falls has a bit of a history in terms of the Northern Ireland conflict, given that it began at Divis Tower in 1968, and we've seen the riots and destruction as the Battle of Bombay Street unravelled, but also in the Falls curfew, where many people, totally innocent people, were killed. That has resulted in what is a huge peace line separating the two communities of the Lower Shankill and the Lower Falls. And when I arrived here, there was no connection with or between the two communities, and I have made it one of our programme objectives to build relationships across that divide. We have 6 good relations programmes operational with Townsend Street Youth Centre. Some of them are some of our key programmes. For example, Friends Forever is a year-long good relations programme that sees young people work together, build lasting relationships. And ultimately what it's about is about peace building, so that one day when these walls do come down, people won't be afraid of each other. People will know each other's politics and their cultures and traditions, and it will reduce all the fears that often lead to violence.
It's more people you speak to, like when you go out on the trips and stuff to like America or like
Can't believe what you're actually doing. Like,
or like
shocked.
hardcore people from the community, like paramilitary organisations, can't believe you're working with them or something, maybe. Go and find out for yourself, I mean. I had to go find out for myself. I didn't listen to like there's people my age that listen to their older people and be like, takes and all, do all this and all, but I went and got my own view. I have my own view for a reason. They're all the same people, I mean. Like, I have friends now, and we became friends because I went and put myself out there to become friends with people from the other side without listening to like the influences in my community that would have told me not to, and like told me what they were like when I wouldn't have knew unless I went over.
Someone approached me and says had a problem with me interacting and being friends with the other side. I'd say you clearly haven't given it a go yourself, or you've met the wrong people, because anyone I've ever met from the other side, people like Mark and the groups I've done, it's been nothing but good laughs, and we became close friends. So I just say give it a go yourself, because they're all the same and can be good people.
We went to a residential youth hostel in Ballintoy. There's 2, but we went to White Park Bay. We were there with Catholics and Protestants, and it was basically about, because we're starting a group, and it was basically about breaking barriers and building bridges. Well, that's what I think anyway, and we were all like one big youth centre and family. We were like one big family, we all got on together, we all played games, played hide and go seek, did everything together, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm a Protestant so I need to sit with the Protestants, or I'm a Catholic so I need to sit with the Catholics. I loved it with all the leaders and I loved it with all the kids. We were all just like one big family and we're all got on together, no fighting over Catholics or no fighting over Protestants.
I met Gary from doing a Friends Forever group. I got put into the group later on, and like when the group started, so like I met Gary from doing bowling or something. It was a bowling event we went to, but it was different than what I expected.
I thought the Friends Forever trip was brilliant. Didn't think it was going to be as good as it actually was. I didn't think I would enjoy my company and my time as much as I actually did in Boston.
To take the opportunity, like, I mean, like, I never thought I would have friends from Davis. Like, Davis is somewhere I wouldn't go ever in my life, and it was just like I've created like a good friendship with Gary. I speak to Gary like every week now. I've good friendships with the rest of the group.
And as he says, if I was to say to someone going out, I'd just say go out with an open mind. And as Mark said, I didn't think I would be as close to Mark or someone from the Shankill as we actually are. I didn't think we'd be as good as mates as we turned out to be.
Going to international trips with people from the cross community, it's been good, because you know, like, not all of them are what people make them out to be. We're not really at much different.
Always take opportunities like that with an open mind. Don't judge before you go in.
Well, just don't judge people. Like, no one's going to be able to tell if you're a Protestant or Gary's Catholic, and you can tell now because we have labels on us, but what would be known as labels, but just go in with an open mind. Don't judge anyone. Get involved with people from across the divide, like, I mean, like, and try and make new friends. Just try and change your mindset. Like, coming to Davis taught me that people weren't as bad as what they're made out to be, like in the news and all. Because like I'd never been in Davis and I never knew anyone that worked in Davis. And then coming in, it's like they're not the way they're made out to be in social media and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say the same. People from Shankill, just the same as us. Me and Mark, like a lot of the same stuff, same interests, and that's why we're good mates, because we didn't judge each other and come in and grew a friendship. Just like people should try and do on other sides.
Definitely, it's the way forward. Like it's definitely people my age and below are definitely like the people that are there to make the change.